let's talk about Floyd Mayweather. I mean, Derrick James and Earl already talked about Floyd. So it's been an eventful last 2 weeks in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney took an L, but boy, did that get overshadowed. Floyd Mayweather overshadowed him. Apparently, Tank said he's stuck in Dubai. I just did the video. I think I'm gonna put that one up first. Um, and then I read the boxing scene lawsuit. I shared it on Facebook last night. I just went to boxing scene and read the article on the suit by Lance Pugmire, which is way better than hoe ass Jake Donovan. Ho Donovan. Lance is better than Jake. They should just let Lance write all the articles for Jake and send Jake back to work at Subway. Oh man. But you know, let's get into it, man. Check out the Box News playlist. Thumbs up the video. This is all alleged. Okay. This is all alleged. Um Derrick James sued Errol Spence for fraud and breach of contract. I don't want to make this a lengthy one, but it might have to be one. So let's he said Derrick James attorney wrote the lawsuit that no one named Al was present when Derrick and Errol originally entered this agreement. Any alleged reliance by Spence on advice from someone named Al regarding compensation is misplaced. So hold on, did I miss something? Oh, there we go. Right, my bad. So it said a lawsuit claims Derrick James discovered Spence breach of contract, fraudulent business practices, and misrepresentation after Spence received 25 million guaranteed fight purse for Crawford, but only paid James 350,000 after his first and crushing defeat. Spence has not commented on the matter. Spence and they said Spence is suing him too. I haven't seen nothing about that. That got to be fake. Spence is reportedly bound to work with a new trainer. We all know that. Tell us something we don't know. On February 13th, the lawsuit claims Spence told Derrick he was not entitled to receive 10% of the guaranteed purse. Spence asserted someone named Al told him that paying James 350,000 for the Crawford fight in exchange for his training services was generous. So Al Heyman told Al Heyman told Errol Spence that paying him 350,000 and not the 10% was more than fair. And I kind of jumped ahead prematurely, but when I jumped ahead, they said Al Heyman wasn't even present when they did it. So um, so he paid him less than 1.5%. He paid him less than 1.5% because 1.5% is $375,000. So he paid him 1.4% of his purse. You know what I'm saying? He paid him 1.4% of his purse, bro. And don't ask me about percentages. My mom used to make me quiz me on percentages, so that's why I know how to do them so well. So um so he paid him 1.4% of for his fight purse. Now somebody said on Instagram, oh, because his training, he really wasn't training. That wasn't his fault. Errol Spence was at day parties, drunk, kissing up on niggas while he was in camp. Ryan said he was high before the fight. He was high before the Sean Porter fight. How's you not being disciplined and disciplined? How are you not being disciplined enough? How are you not being disciplined enough? That's Derrick James' fault. How is that Derrick James' fault? You not being disciplined, you in the streets, you caught up in the beef, you crashing out, trying to be a street nigga. How is that Derrick James' fault? Make that make sense. Oh, he didn't train him right. This nigga wasn't even training. He was drunk in the club. I seen it. He had day parties, man. Dancing with niggas right before a big fight. So how the hell is that Derrick James fault? Come on, you involved in street beef because you want to go to the hood and be friends with niggas in the hood and not be friends with niggas in your tax bracket. Is nasty work. You know, you know, that's crazy. That's nasty work. Let's keep going, man. So he basically said Al wasn't there. We read that part. He said Spence, the lawsuit claim, wound up telling James on February 15th in a phone call, hopefully recorded it, that he did rob James by shorting him and adding a text message the next day that he wanted to own up to his shit and pay James the remaining 2.15 million that kept their verbal agreement. But at that point, could the relationship have been salvaged? I think so, but it never would have been the same. Let me tell you that. It never would have been the same. When this shit over, when shit like this over women, you know what I'm saying? When shit like this get over women and get over money, Derrick James was never gonna look at him the same. And nor should he. Nor should he. Nor should he. You wait to get your biggest purse and then tell me hell to the motherfucking no. That's nasty work. And I helped you. I seen you from the stand struggling in the amateurs. I helped you. That's what I be telling y'all. Y'all be talking about this black power shit, man. Two brothers that don't want to pay a brother that did the job, who seemed to be a stand-up dude, who been with you way before Al Haymon been with you. That's why I tell y'all, stop talking about that pro-black foundation American, all that bullshit, man. Start, be pro on code. Find people who believe in what you believe in and stay on code with them. Listen to me and stay on code with them. Find people who believe in what you believe in and stay on code with them. Believe me, it'll work out for you. Crooks hang with crooks, thieves hang with thieves, church people hang with church people, good people surround themselves with good people. The fighter, according to the lawsuit, said the money would arrive the following week because he lacked the liquid funds, but the remaining cut never arrived. So, well, basically what he's saying is, he had to liquidate the money. Now, at the end of the day, does this mean that he got his money paid at he getting paid in increments? Or he had to wait for the bank to for that amount of money to go to wire. I'm pretty sure it's a process because if he had his money sitting in the bank, which I don't, hopefully he didn't have 25 million just sitting in the bank, but maybe he did, or maybe he took the 25 or took a couple of dollars and he got it tied up in investments and in homes. You said, why would you do that? Because when you put 25 million in the bank, I think the bank only insure 250,000. And what the banks do, long story short, um what the banks do, long story short, they just invest your money. That's what they do. When you sit your money in the bank, they just use it to invest and make more money and pay you a little bit of interest, a little bit of interest on your money. Why they make a big interest if they are successful? Most of the time they are successful. That's why when you invest your money, a lot of people just follow the trend of where the banks are investing their money at. You know, you know, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you didn't if you didn't know that, you know. So but yeah, if you didn't know that, yeah, that's pretty much what happened, you know. You know, so but but nonetheless, let's carry on. He said James attorney Airden D. Green wrote a lawsuit that unfortunately the Truth Spence nickname once again proved that he cannot be trusted because he reneged on his written agreement. James and Spencer had worked together since before the 2012 Olympic game. Their agreement hinges on the constitutes a guaranteed fight purse. Spence is promised funds from a bout agreement, but he also receives upside from pay-per-view sales, which sends his total earnings swirling upward. So basically, he had money coming on the back end. You know what I'm saying? You know, he had money on the back end coming. So 2.5 was nothing. He just didn't want to pay him. And Al basically told him, don't pay him. Al basically told him, don't pay him. You know, that's pretty much what that boiled down to. Don't pay him. You know, and Al is the one that paid him. So he probably like, hell no, I don't pay him. 350 grand way enough. And that's the type of dude that do a brother like that. You know, it's crazy. He said Spence has not provided accounting of the pay-per-view bouts, including victories over Mikey Gar. Spence has not been providing accounting of pay-per-view bouts, including Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, Danny Ugas, and Crawford. Yeah, Spence texted James asking, "What's the number? Oh, 2.15 cents. All right, paid you 350,000. Indicates knowledge of 10% of arrangements they kept through the years." James attorney, Mr. James relied on Spence on promise to pay full amount for labor services rendered. Attorney Green wrote in the lawsuit, Mr. Spence, quote, has failed to pay the full amount to Mr. James. The conduct of, Mr. Spence is unintentional, willful, and malicious. And it is. He old ass nigga. I've been telling y'all that. I've been telling y'all that. Yo, man, that helps you when you didn't know what the hell you was doing, and you do them like that. No matter if I got counsel to do that, Al, send him the bread. Now you own 250. Now you owe him, 3 more million for legal fees and damages and all that. And interest for holding my bread. Come on, man. Thought this dude was a stand-up dude, man. He sit down when he pee. This your man's. Get your man's. You know? And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And it sounds like he want money off the full purses. That sound like that was the agreement. He like, just pay me for, just pay me for my whatever. But this the dudes y'all deal with. This the dudes they deal with. You know? Shit mad unfortunate. It really is. And everybody know he wrong. But it is what it is, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.